Birthday party. Now wait a minute. Where are you going? Wait a minute. Go stand in front of the camera. Shayna. Stand in front of the camera. Go stand over there. Go further back. Okay, now Shayna. Stay right there. Shayna is going to sing. Are you going to dance too? Are you just going to sing? Okay, Shayna is going to sing a song. Katie, come closer, Shayna. Okay, now we're ready for you. Yay! Very, very nice. Very lovely. Now we'll go ahead and get everybody else. Anybody want to say something to the camera over there?
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Well, there's Grandma. There's Grandma. Or in y'all's case, Great-Grandma. Grandma, Great-Grandma, you want to sing something?
Katie, beautiful Katie, you're the only girl that I adore. And when the moon shines over the cowshed, I'll be waiting at the kitchen door.
No, I'll be waiting for you at the kitchen door.
I'll be waiting for you at the kitchen door.
Very good. Okay. Okay, girls, what do we got to say here? Huh?
We've been making jewelry.
I'm a boyfriend at the beach.
You got a boyfriend at the beach?
Angie does.
Angie had a boyfriend at the beach?
No, I met a guy at the beach.
Yeah.
And he lives in Atlanta.
Very good. And Angie's in love with him?
Yes.
Sounds like Rachel Elisheva is in love with him.
Whatever he gives me is about.
Okay, well we got there. Oh, that was not Rachel Elisheva. Look at you, look just like Rachel Elisheva. That's Amanda. That's Amanda. And here's Rachel Elisheva. What do you got to say, Rachel?
This is good.
Hey, what's good?
Salad.
The salad? Oh my goodness. You think the salad's good?
And the black olives are my favorite.
Okay, well we got you in here. And here's Gail and Aura. We got y'all together. And Aunt Sadie. Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
Aunt Sadie's celebrating pretty soon. No, she just celebrated. Her 91. 91. Let's got to get a close-up of you, Aunt Sadie.
I just don't feel like that.
No, you don't look at either, kid. You don't look a day over 82. And there's Scotty Karate the Body, who's looking to buy a house. And there's Mark, and Rainey, and Joni. Anybody have anything to say? And Maxine.
Oh, hello and happy birthday to Victor and Mama and me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Saying hello to Seth.
There's Sepharoni. Seth is with Grandma.
Seth is with me. Hi.
All right.
It's so nice to be here with everybody.
Yes, it is.
The only thing I want to say to you.
That's what I'm looking for.
Why don't you take
Oh, Sepharoni? I'm sorry. You wanted to say what, Seth?
The only thing I want to say to you is God bless you. Amen.
Amen. And this is the hostess. This is Betty Rochester.
It is for sale. I was trying to sell my
She's
house.
trying to sell her house. You know, we can take a movie of the house.
Scott,
I'm looking at
Katie.
I'll make you a good deal.
maybe a good deal.
Isn't it gorgeous?
There's Irvin B. You've heard of Willie B. That's Irvin B.
I mean, the battle
Harry.
in virtually their front yard.
Sammy, turn around.
Hey, man.
That's Samuel Leon Roystacker.
Whose is that, man?
That's mine, man.
All right, man.
No, it's supposed to be the company's, now it's his.
Oh, wait a minute. This one is the company's. But that's okay. Man, if I can... I don't know if I'm in there or not. Say, get me in here so I can say a word. You have to do it?
You say a word.
Donkey! Donkey shit. You want to take a muscle? You want to take my temperature? Have a nice day.
You know, One day, I was running around, the video camera was out.
Who said that?
Howard Dudman. I mean Harold Dudman.
Okay, just trying to get your face in here.
It ain't as ugly as yours.
I hate to tell you, buddy. Let me get all the war criminals here.
Somebody tried.
Yeah.
You know, OJ's tired of that stuff. Everybody else is too.
Who, OJ?
Come on,
Yeah, oh, Jay.
knife to himself.
we're missing two people.
Should have kept his knife to himself.
You know what his ex-wife she's going at at her next Halloween party?
What's that?
Fez dispenser.
I don't understand.
Fez dispenser, you pull it back.
No.
Candy comes out.
Can't smoke.
We're not allowed to smoke downstairs. Okay. This is a little bit of a meeting on inks, and today's date is July the 8th, 1994. I did good on the date, but bad on the year. And our ink manufacturer, Richard Downey, from president or owner or partner or whatever, Network Graphics, is here. And so I guess we're going to discuss something about inks. Irvin, you want to start it with anything? He's really made a brilliant statement, ladies and gentlemen. And
Phlegm.
okay. Who wants to start off by saying something?
I can do it.
Okay, go, Richard.
Alright. You guys have one of these color charts, don't you? Alright. What we're basically selling, going to start off selling is the GP series.
Hi.
Which is general purpose. And they can use that basically on any color shirt, except like Pete might have told you guys, if they're printing on dark shirts, they're still going to do underlay.
Does everybody understand what he's talking about? Because I don't understand what the hell he's talking
What
about.
that means is they'd print white down first, Victor, and then print the color on top of it to make it come out as a
And
true
not
color.
necessarily a good white, it's just an underlay.
So,
They have been a first, some people will use a first down clear, a clear coat, and then put that on there, but white still actually does
You
a better
flash
job.
that and then you put the white down on top of that to get it working white.
just explain to me real quick how you start with a blank t-shirt, put the t-shirt on the pallet, you got your screen, okay, and then you're going to put your first coat of ink on there.
And we're talking about dark colors right now, dark
Okay.
color shirt.
Black
So,
shirt.
so like a black shirt, you're saying you would
Put an underlay down.
put an underlay,
Either clear or white or whatever.
so it could be a clear ink.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, but
red
most of the
base.
time everybody uses white.
Okay, and that's a white plastisol ink.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, but it's not necessarily a quality white plastisol ink. This
It
first
can be a
coat.
general purpose white.
Okay, a general purpose white. And,
Something that flashes fast most of the time is what they use.
okay, and this is typical for when you run dark colored t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I remember correctly, you only have one white on there, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the white you're using for the
Yes, ma'am.
base
It's
coat?
a good general purpose.
Now, this white will not bleed on maroon and black. It's not a high opacity low bleed?
It is a high opacity, low bleed. But what happens on your maroons and your dark colored shirts is you could have a box of maroon shirts sitting here and another box of maroon shirts, and they would do different. What happens is the dye and the fabric the manufacturer makes the shirt is the problem with that, or just about anybody's white would
It's
work.
also if it's polyester or cotton or polycotton, or what we saw, Pete, was on that red where it was, what was that?
That was a probably 100%.
It was 100% polyester, deep dyed red, and I don't know if anything would have bled.
It didn't bleed that much though. It didn't bleed that much.
No, it didn't, but there was still.
When you say a bleed, I don't know what a bleed means in a
The
dye.
color comes through from the shirt, comes through.
The pinkish tones from the shirt comes
If you're
through.
putting a red shirt and putting a white down, it'll start to turn pinkish. The white will start to turn
They
pinkish.
call it migration.
Migration.
Is that because the dye is not set?
To dye in.
It could be a lot of things. It could be the material, like the polyester.
Right.
100% polyester is in a green or red or purple is gonna bleed. I mean, it's just,
And it could be a lot of heat too, too much heat.
Too much heat.
yeah.
much
too much.
heat.
So we've wound up with network graphics, and the reason we wound up with network graphics, I'm saying all this so that we'll have this also for, is because we tried another ink company to start with, am I right?
That was good.
And they were good,
Yeah,
but not as good.
We made some tests over at Ricky's place in Gadsden.
Right,
Irwin and myself and Sandy was there.
right.
And we thought the white was better than the white we were using.
The white was better, but how about the rest of the colors? Do we?
If the white is good, we assume that all the other colors are gonna be good.
Okay.
You should base everything on how good the white is.
All right, and at this point, we've not gotten our first shipment in, right?
No.
No, it's
So-
shipping today.
Okay, so at this point, we're just getting ready to get in the ink
Yeah.
business. Okay, are we getting in it big or small?
Right now, 135 gallons
So
to
Which is
start.
small.
Just starting,
Yeah.
just starting with a small
Yeah,
order.
we're getting the color cards now. We'll have color cards that'll be coming in with this shipment, so we'll be able to then get into it in there.
And speaking of the color cards, are we making any changes on the color cards?
Yes, you've
Yes,
done.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we did those.
I'm fixing to do another run of these for you, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off these things.
The toll-free numbers?
Yeah, the toll-free numbers.
And we can put
And,
ours
uh,
on.
and the map, might as well, the map may still work for you guys.
It will.
Yeah, leave the map in. Just take that address.
Well, we need American Niagara to appear there somewhere.
I'll put it distributed by,
That's fine,
why don't I put it up here and maybe move the map down a little bit?
that'll be fine, that'll be fine.
And
So,
put your logo, I need a copy of that logo.
okay, so we'll have some color cards with both company names on there and our toll-free number.
Mhm.
So that's real important. And do we charge the customers for the cards?
No.
Do we get charged for the cards?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll have an ample supply of that, I'm sure we'll.
that down here to me, man.
Yeah.
What we'll do is start off with like, I think I'm shipping 200 cards today with that ink order.
Okay,
And we'll try to do it in
now,
200 cards at a time.
all right, now what happens when we don't have an ink in stock and the customer says, I want this something ink, can you drop ship that
Yes,
for
sir,
us?
we do have a drop shipping program set up.
Okay, so we're already set up on that? That's great, that's great.
We want to do 5-gallon minimum
Sure.
drop shipping.
Is there any problem with that? Anybody 5-gallon minimums? I don't guess there is.
Well, it's not that appealing to him for sure. It's really not appealing to us.
Because your
To have something
discounts are
drop
not as
shipped.
good
Right.
when you do that.
Okay, so we're better off having it in
5 gallon
stock.
pails. Yeah, well, absolutely better off having it.
Is it from a purchasing point of view, are we better off with it in stock?
Well, we go that way.
So it's gonna be more expensive on our cost then for you to drop ship?
Mhm.
Okay, I got you. But you will drop ship with minimum of 5-gallon
Yes, sir.
containers if we don't have it in stock?
Mhm.
And then who's gonna be keeping up with these, where's these inventories gonna be kept?
That's what we have to decide.
Well, the inventory is going to be kept at the other warehouse, but
Okay,
inventory controls are going to be set over here.
but okay, that's fine, but that means that when they're not shipping UPS, and you don't want them to ship it and us ship it, so therefore, every time we sell an ink order, we're gonna have to move it over here.
Well,
Okay.
for the time being,
I understand.
I mean, it's
It's just the way it is right now.
it's tedious, but we have no other choice.
Right, that's fine. And can we keep the ink at a certain temperature? We keep keeping that air-conditioned room?
No, you're gonna use that room to spring.
All right, so can we keep it,
That warehouse is not as hot as this.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem with the heat temperature over there, because we've had some pretty hot days and
It's
some
usually,
of the places
it's usually
don't-
cooler in that warehouse than it is outside.
okay, then I want to ask Richard, what happens if we have, and if Pete is not around, because Pete Macaroni is going to be, you're going to be kind of the product manager for the inks as well as other things, but
Yeah.
this is kind of this is your, kind of your baby, more so than ours, because
Yeah.
we don't know that much about inks. So if you're not around, I guess we could call Richard with a technical question or whatever.
Sure.
All right, now on the material safety data sheets, is it one sheet for all plastisol inks?
No, there'll be one for each one.
One for each color?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
No, one for each series.
For each
Like the
series. How
glitter
many
series
series
will
are
have
there?
No,
different-
you've got like your GP series, and your soft tan, and your puffs.
Okay, that's 3 series. That's all plastisol inks.
yeah.
So we need an MSDS for each one of those, just 3 MSDSs total, and then each color is covered in there.
There will be one more for the white, will be a separate one, so you actually have 4.
Are you into water bank-based inks? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Are you planning to be at anything?
I'm not sure if there's a special one.
There's not
because
that much.
The glitters
I'm
are
just
just made out of
asking.
plastic.
I'm mostly just
I'll
asking
check
for-
and see
so that we'll
what it says.
know where we stand here.
And double check that, because I know Victor's real.
All right. So you're not in water-based inks and don't plan to be right now?
No, nothing hazardous, it's all lead-free product.
Okay, lead-free. Is that a big selling point?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Are
know
some
if anybody
plastisol
uses-
inks leaded?
Are they
They
gonna
used
be
to be.
using anything with
I
that?
don't know.
I'm not sure, some of the pigments that they used to have to use is what was leaded.
Are plastisol inks flammable?
No.
So what kind of solvent is generally
They're
used?
100% solids. They're, you don't have any evaporation. It all dries as a solid going through the tunnel.
So there is a solvent in the ink though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Which
that's,
is a plasticizer and a resin, but they actually bond together, and that's what makes it dry.
okay, so they're not volatile, they don't
No.
evaporate, and the way you dry it is by heating it.
Only.
Okay, that's, I didn't know that. I didn't-
Richard, if we need something in a fire retardant, do you have anything?
Yeah, I don't. I thought about that on the way up. They're a product called antimony. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
That's something that you just add to it, and then you can put it on pajamas or the kids.
Fire retardants?
If we needed it, would you
Yeah,
be
we
able to
can
get
get
it for?
it.
Well,
Well,
we're-
for children's wear. you
Okay, I didn't
can-
know we needed that. We're able to do something with that too, with fire retardants. I didn't,
Because for children's wear.
okay, but that's not an area you're in right now?
No.
Okay.
You might can help me some on that. Big,
Yeah, I think, because through, believe it or not,
We
through
have
Mike
fire
Cherkis,
retardants. We
through
have fire
Deborah.
retardants.
she had some formulations.
Type that were good. real
Yeah,
good.
that were supposed to be very, very good. Also some stain displacers and but anyway, so there's some things available that we know about. I mean, we're not experts on it, but we have the technology around the corner.
Right, well, it's a 4-rated product, and it's excellent.
Yeah, and I don't even know that was, I don't even know about it. But that's good.
all right, the thing about the colors on the general purpose series.
Right.
For the girls when they're selling it, if they're wanting to buy scarlet, always make sure that they want scarlet and not red. That's real important. Most time people order scarlet and they're not wanting scarlet, they're wanting red, which would be your super red. Your golds are always one that's confusing too. If they don't have a color chart and they ask for gold, I would send them light gold instead of the athletic gold.
Either that or send them a color
Or
chart.
if they don't have one.
Okay.
The greens, the same thing. You got 3 different colors of greens. And that's the only ones that's really confusing is reds and golds and greens.
And how consistent are your shades?
They will be on just about every time.
Okay.
I do them the same way every time. They wouldn't vary enough to where someone could tell.
You just
If
couldn't
they had
tell.
just 5-gallon bucket and they ran out and ordered another one, they could print it on the same color chart.
All right, the next question is, what happens if we have a customer that buys 500 gallons at a time of ink? Are we going to be...
American Niagara, the sky. Did you call Aunt Max?
No.
No.
He'll call her in a little bit.
Okay, bye.
What happens, I mean, from a price point of view, we go in, I know Pete Macaroni was saying, I know Pete Karras has got some customers in Urban. I'm sure they have big customers that are using 500 gallons or 400 gallons or whatever. I mean, what do we do when we get in a situation like that? Can we compete?
We can,
Can we compete?
I'm going to say, probably not the way things are set up right now.
Okay,
Because of what some of the big manufacturers are doing
right.
to the industry as a whole. They're really giving some of the things away, and that's really not what we're going after right now.
So-
I think on down the 6 months down the road, as we get into it more, I think we will want to try to get some of that kind of stuff.
Well, let me bring this up so that we'll clear the air a little bit right now. If we come into an account that we can't handle, you can't ship it, sell it to us at a competitive price, blah, 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 whatever, because the volume is so large, but we go out and we find that account, okay? I want to know if you will consider shipping the account directly and sending us a commission check based on a certain gross profit percentage, so that we can share that gross profit percentage with the salesperson that the company would share. In other words, there shouldn't be anything that we have to walk away from.
Well, actually, I
There are
probably,
some things.
there will be some things, but I probably made that more confusing than it was. Our pricing is competitive for what product we have.
Right.
We just not wanting to get into that lowball market.
But but that lowball market, a dollar is a dollar is a dollar is a dollar. I mean, I'm just giving you the flip side of it.
Yes, sir.
And if we come across somebody that buys inks and totes, is ink sold in totes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you have anybody that buys inks and totes?
No.
So you're not set up for totes right now.
But you can sell it. They'd rather have it in fives.
Okay.
That got to be a selling tool for WM Plastics, is what happened in the plastisol business. But I think we can handle